Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Missed you guys yesterday, but hope everyone's doing well. Today we are going to be doing something we've never done before, and that is, oh, quiet. Uh-oh. That's, please hold. It's not that the mic is offset, it's that the mic, no. Okay. You can hear me now, right? Let's make sure. Yeah, face. Weird that it, I hate that it does that sometimes, and there's really no explanation for it. Like it's always set to default, and then sometimes it just doesn't choose that, which is weird, but we're good. Sweet. So sorry about the delay. Just really want to make sure we could do this discussion segment justice. And had some stuff to finish up with the fam. So today we're doing something we haven't done before, and that is doing a one-on-one collab with Time to Die Todd. Really excited about that. We're gonna be playing Skyrim together. Also something we've never done before. Skyrim multiplayer is gonna. I'm very excited about that. Um, that's gonna be around 10 o'clock. Before that, we are going to be doing Raid Shadow Legends, since they are our sponsor for this month. Try to get to the point of being able to make a guild, so that in future I can play with any one of you guys who's interested in doing so. And to be honest, we really need it. Revenue is going to be massively down this month, not only through ad time but also through um, just sponsorship. And one of the biggest ways we can, make up for that this month is really by just spending the time, joining us when we're playing it on stream. Join yourself and then, play with us in the same guild. And as you rank up in the game naturally, if you join using our code, that'll start to give back to the channel. So, really helps out a lot, especially in these early days, to have people doing that. So, appreciate anyone who does. A great way to give to the channel with just your time. There are also financial options if you want to buy certain packs and stuff, but it's mostly, I don't really want to push as hard for that, given that we just came off a month of doing that. And but yeah, so also want to note we still have the Wounded Warrior Project fundraiser going. What was I thinking? It was meant to be a goal of 50, not 0.50. But so yeah, so we still have that going. If you want to contribute to that, that'd be great. We'll leave that up for now. And then yeah, so lastly today our discussion topic is going to be something that's kind of been a long time coming. Multiple people requested. And that's on fashion, modesty, and propriety. Give me just 1 second here. uh, Not doing too great, and I apologize for that, guys. Let me open the window. Get some fresh air in here, some cool air. Hmm. You already been promoted to E2? That's awesome, dude. How'd you manage that? What was the what did they promote you for? Why is my hair so awful today? Sorry about that, guys. Greasy. I think someone turned the thermostat up today. Wow, I didn't know they did that. Well, congratulations, dude. That's awesome. Heck yeah. That's fantastic, dude. That's a decent pay raise, prestige gain right at the beginning. And you can get even above that too if you end up being stuff like guide in when you go to basic. So keep climbing, man. That's awesome. All right, where is it? No, here we go. So I got 3 videos for us today, and on the one hand, I expanded it to be all of fantasy or fashion, modesty, and propriety, because they like to focus on the positives here, right? We want to talk about, um, what these things do for us more so than, and talk about anything that's wrong in society or something we're all doing, people are doing wrong. And so I wanted to broaden it out, but it's still, you know, important to recognize where these discussions come from, why they're in the public consciousness, and why we, got to talking about doing this as a discussion segment. And that's, I think is well summed up in some, something I was talking with my buddies about this past weekend, which it's not like we're complaining this place went out of business, but it's just complaining about the reason for this, the observation that Hooters is going out of business because men and women dress more scantily clad, like at a Planet Fitness, than they do somewhere there. People will wear more revealing stuff to church than their waitresses are allowed to wear. So they're like their entire business model is dead. And I think it's a big shift in Gen Z towards kind of. It's not that it wasn't a correction to try and look at these issues in the past, but we're reacting back to an overcorrection that's kind of resulted in like a public loss of self-respect and sort of working our way back and realizing, the importance of these things and what they mean. But we'll start. So we'll let Shane Gillis cook here, and I think humor to kind of lighten the mood on something that's often very touchy. And then I'll kind of do my own bit as an intro, and then we'll talk about those 3 things one after the other: fashion, modesty, and then propriety. Um, but saying all that, there's also important things to call out. There's going to be the questions of what's objective and what's subjective, and also that those emotions that are kind of surround this issue. Really, the only thing to say on the latter is, I love you. I hope we are all, this is a conversation. Welcome any input as well. I'm sorry, if anything is sensitive because it comes from a place of hurt, something bad that happened to you that, or, just something in your past that, makes this something you're very passionate about. Don't mean to step on any of those feelings, and I hope we can all just, it's not, just have nice, chill conversation here. That's all we're trying to do. Wish you the best, and then so on the subject of objectivity and versus subjectivity, it's important to call out that I have always been in the opinion that both things exist when it comes to talking about these sort of things. It's not a one or the other. There are some objectives, like when we talk about quality of art, for example. But this goes into all such things. Is there are kind of 3 different ways, and perhaps more, where something can truly be said to be objective, which is 1, it's how much work went into making the thing a thing. That's kind of the easiest one we can all agree upon. Like if you put more effort into an outfit or into design, that conveys a certain greater degree of emotional investment, and that increases value. That's one thing. That sets something apart from another. It's more of an achievement if you spent 5 hours. It required like 10 hours to accomplish a goal than it took an hour. Number 2 is going to be there is an objective in what message you're going for and how that was conveyed. There's going to be an objectivity in what you meant. Let's put it that way. Objectivity of intention. There's going to be some things, some things are so important that we want them, all over the place. Maybe there's something we want, something we want as a public symbol that's kind of everywhere, or something that's a little bit more niche. Something that goes in the front of the art exhibit or in the side. All art is valuable, But there's some emotions, some human experiences that are more important to our lives than others, and have more depth of meaning than others. And so, there's a relative quality in that, is what part of life you're trying to appeal to. And then the last is in your ability to convey that. And there is an objectivity in that can both be measured in simple response. Some of you check and post like, hey, how well did this resonate with people? And also some other objective qualities. Like, we know for a fact that colors, for example, convey emotion, evoke certain emotions. And so choices you make when doing that are also going to play in kind of an objectivity. How well did you convey what you meant to convey? So those kind of things are objective, but there's subjective quality to all those things as well. Certain life experiences might be more valuable, might be more relevant to someone's life than they are to another person's life. They might be connected to different things in their life, different stories, different experiences. So it's important, to take both those things into consideration. Something may have been, subjectively more relevant to you than another person, and that makes it subjectively more valuable. But overall, to a society as a whole, it may, in the sum total, be objectively better for everyone. And even for you, there may be someone that does something, appeals to that relative experience objectively better than another person. And even the methodology can be somewhat subjective. We can build associations to certain things that kind of defy the standard. So there's always going to be a mix of both, but it is a mix. And so get those two things out of the way, things we always talk about that kind of overshadow these discussions. Let's just get into them. So let's let Shane Gillis talk, and then we'll keep cooking on. This will be something I'll use in the background, and then we'll come back to this and a reaction to it at the very end. But
this has been making me laugh. I don't know how this will fit in here, but I've been thinking about like the first time Congress had to come up with age of consent.
This isn't the part that I want to get to.
Volleyball shorts on little. This is the part of the show I reveal. Anyway, back to this kid's volleyball match. Yeah, this is the part of the show I reveal I'm a pedophile. No, I went to this fucking kids volleyball match. Can we knock it off with volleyball shorts on little kids? It's weird. It's gross, dude. Just get them gym shorts. That's all. That's all. No, dude, it's gross. Because then, then it's just me and the other uncles up in the bleachers, kind of making eye contact with each other, like. Bro, are you seeing this? Such a funny way to just destroy a show. just right at the very end, be like, aren't kids hot? Yo, give it up for Trump. Aren't kids hot? No, I truly am serious about the gym shorts, though. It's weird. And so I got home from this fucking volleyball match. My roommate, his girlfriend played college volleyball. So I'm very excited to, like, shit on volleyball whenever I can. So I get in there and I was like, yo, volleyball is fucking, that's a weird culture. Get them fucking shorts. Get them gym shorts, dude. The shorts they're wearing is gross. And she was like, no, we need those shorts for speed on the court. And I was like, I know that's not true. I watch the NBA. None of you are moving as fast as like a ref, and those guys are wearing slacks, like dress shoes for some reason. And she was like, no, those shorts are essential to the game. And I was like, I think they're kind of, just get them gym shorts. She was like, no, we need those shorts. They're essential. She compared them to like a helmet in football. I was like, I know they're not essential because I Googled the Special Olympics volleyball team. All of a sudden, those shorts weren't so essential for them. What's that about? How baggy do you think they looked like the fucking And1 mixtape out there. They look offensively baggy is how I would describe all of their attires. I'm not making fun of the Special Olympics. That's winning an argument.
There we go.
This has been.
That's a classic, but I think that kind of shapes, this attitude of people being sick and tired of it, and kind of sick and tired of not being able to say they're sick and tired of it. I remember as far back as in high school, and I feel like I've had plenty of opportunities recently to say I told you so. Noticing the same thing myself, whether it was in that or just life in general. I'm like, isn't this kind of weird? Like, this is not. No, like I do taekwondo, and we intentionally wear baggy clothes to move faster. Like, this is clearly not, like, you say it's the reason, but it's not the reason. The reason is because someone fashionable and pretty and celebrity said this was the style now, and then someone wanted to put it on the kids and realized they needed a reason to sell it because they knew it was weird. And so we all just kind of did that because we didn't want to be the outlier, and we're happy to have an excuse. And then people will come at you and call you a pedophile because they're insecure about the fact that they've done that to their child just because that's what's popular. But that's really the only reason it exists. It's not a thing. Like, unless you're swimming, there's nothing really that, even bagginess doesn't even really affect you that much in swimming either. That's a whole nother thing. Jellyfish beg to differ. But anywho, like, it's not necessary. Not even a lot of the things, if you go to another country in the world right now, as a man in the United, like, I kind of learned this, I didn't even know this growing up, really, as a man in the United, like, if you're a man wearing shorts in another country, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, men wear exclusively pants, and don't, like, if you're wearing shorts, you wear a child. And if you're a man wearing a pants, like, you are wearing anything other than full pants, you are weird. There's something wrong with you, and that's the attitude they have there. And you look at these places in the world where they're wearing all these different outfits. I was like, well, how do you do that? How are you still comfortable? It's like fabric and design. Like, it's not. There are other ways to be comfortable and to mitigate heat than just taking your clothes off. And that's or making it skin tight. It has an effect, definitely, but it's not the only answer. There's only really one thing that taking your clothes off means. That's it. It's an expression of intimacy. That's it. But we'll come back to that when we talk about modesty. We're going to talk about fashion more generally. And like what fashion is kind of this plays in the background. Evolution of fashion over the course of history. And what fashion is, what it really boils down to, it's kind of just like an advance upon body language. It is an advanced form of nonverbal communication. On the one hand, it accentuates things that our normal body language can say. Like, we can normally say nonverbally, but not as completely. If you are someone who's frowning, for example, you could be sad or you could be angry. If you're wearing sharp points all over yourself, you got really pointy shoulders in your outfit, you got spikes all over your outfit, you're probably angry and not sad. And it also tells us things that we can never possibly tell by just our outward appearance. You can tell an interest, you can tell a position on a certain matter. All of these things have been used, fashion is constantly throughout history and used as a means of speech, of telling people what you believe in, what you consider about yourself, what you're interested in, so on and so forth. Things you never really could tell. And I call it an overcorrection for a reason. Not only in this, liberation aspect, but also in this matter of not, judging books by their cover. On the one hand, you can never truly fully judge a book simply by its cover. But covers do exist for a reason, and they will always tell you something. Even if even if the publisher decides not to put a cover on there, or the author decides they don't want a cover on their book, it still tells you something. Even if it's only that for some reason, and there's only so many reasons, they don't believe in covers, or they want just a bland one, or even that tells you something. But depending on what we'll wear in the modern day, depending on the type of outfit, we'll still, have everything, even today, that you'll have on a book cover. You'll have who you are, you'll have things that you're interested in, you'll have things that convey tone and attitude, you'll have things that are, things that make it clear that other people like you. Think of a ribbon on a military vest, for example. It's an affirmation from someone else that this guy belongs. Or there's certain types of ties you're only really supposed to wear if you went to certain colleges. A lot of people don't know that. Like, there's different types of stripe patterns are technically belonging to like different universities and different cultures. All those things will tell us stuff about people, and we do that for a reason, because we want to convey that to other people. No man is an island, and this is something we'll come back to in propriety, so I don't want to, belabor the point too much here. But we're not alone in this world, and communication is essential to every element of our life. It's one of the most important things in our life. It's what gives our lives meaning, is how we connect and resonate with other people. Regardless of the part of life, there is fashion is, a metric of how tuned in we are to the public consciousness, how much we care about, being a part of the culture. And believe it or not, that's a good thing. Like, that is a good thing. You don't want that to be your sole personality, to be a slave to that. But it's important, to care about what's going on around you. And these things kind of drive popular discussion and so on and so forth. We move together as a united body, and that's important. You look at, think of just the past, century, all the different symbols, for political movements that have come, there's certain outfits and hats especially, whether it's a pink hat or a red hat in the modern day, or, going back to, earlier in the 1900s, certain Bolshevik type caps, certain fascist type caps, certain things you'd wear that tell someone who you are. And then before that, class distinctions was a part of that. How much money do you have? What kind of lifestyle could you expect? If you were, what do you expect this person to know when you talk to them? What do if you were to court that person, what kind of, things would you expect in that? And again, it's important that we don't define someone and judge someone solely based on those things. Those are valuable things to know about a person. They aren't bad things to know either. And it's, doesn't necessarily, the fact that we talk about those things doesn't necessarily mean they have to be the sole things we judge or, judge each other upon. And now, when we talk about fashion and these two virtues of modesty and propriety, on the one hand, what distinguishes them are, one is about what we don't show, and one is about what we show. But we can't let that confuse us to say, we shouldn't let ourselves confuse that with, one is about preventing something that's bad, and one is about bringing something that's good. Both of these things give value to something, and both these things take away, prohibit something bad. Stop something bad from happening. And even though one is by taking away and one is by bringing forth, modesty is about putting something forward, and propriety is about taking something away. Modesty is about taking something away, propriety is about putting something forward. When we think of modesty, we often think of it as just, preventing the lust of another person. And sure, that's a good thing. That's a valuable thing. Something we should all be doing. It's not something, we want to do for other people. And, it has all the other implications that people talk about ad nauseum. But at the end of the day, it's about value. It's about sensitization, about not desensitizing, making something uniquely valuable. Taking that part of yourself, and for one, it's about removing the comparison. When you go to share that part of you with another person, they can value that thing solely because it is you, not because it is, better or worse than another person that they saw or encountered with, or that they're constantly exposed to. Also, that they're not desensitized to it. We know time and time again throughout history, we are subjected to, or we're not subject. What am I talking about? Time and time again, is scientific study brings forth the consensus that these things do lead to greater desire going forth, and that can either that stimuli is either a reward that a reward for earning this from someone else that incentivizes you to grow deeper and deeper in that relationship with that one person, or it is something that teases one forward and you seek that gratification in greater amount, regardless of where you get it from. This thing gives a value. Think of it like a secret handshake between you and another person. When we think of our bodies, it's important not to think of ourselves as, it is a shell that we inhabit. It is us. We are one with our body. When we, give a handshake or give a hug or give a kiss, is deeply meaningful. And that connects us to another person. And that does things to our hearts that can't be done otherwise. When we share these things about, with each other, certain pheromones are released that bind us to each other for life. These things have value, and something else that a lot of people don't talk about. It is a concern in the sense of what it's attracting people to when you have these things aren't society everywhere. You see scantily clad models, on full display for kids as they're walking through a mall or through an airport. Yeah, it's a problem because it exposes them to those things, but it's also a problem because it desensitizes them from those things. It's a problem that when you go to share that with someone else, now it's no longer valuable at all. And the truth is that it's really the only way to make that thing kind of valuable to an extent, because at the end of the day, it's not like no one cannot, it's not like even if you put a burqa on, a man can still evaluate those qualities in a person. But it's the fact that you decide to set them aside for a specific person and only bring them out for a specific person that lets it be valuable for the two of you, and be uniquely you, and builds that connection. Then it also does do these other things. It helps prevent this desensitization. It helps prevent this spiral of gratification where people are constantly seeking more and more and more, leading to disorder. It helps other people be the people that they want to be. And those are all good things as well. It is important. I know a lot of people are emotionally sensitive to point out, it's not going to prevent anything. If a man is going out to do something awful to a woman, he's going to do it anyways. It doesn't matter what the women around him are dressed as. On the flip side, it's still important, to say it as a safety concern that it could help you not be the one that he chooses among a group of women. But even still, the real security thing is watch where you walk, watch what you carry, and reforms. Justice system is totally messed up when it comes to those sorts of things. We have a massive backlog in cases. There's all sorts of things to prevent people from coming forward, and so it's not you. Bring it forward, both so you can get the help that you need, also to prevent other people from being hurt by the person who hurt you. All of that is important. But for all those other reasons as well, modesty is a virtue. We think of this as well when it comes to humility, and other things. By saying this is not the time and place for this, we're allowing something else to take up our time. Humans are finite beings. We can only think about so much at one time, only appreciate so much at one time. If you're drawing attention to something particular, and this, modesty transcends just the case of, flesh showing. It's more than that. It's how humble you are. It's whether you're trying to, make yourself the center of attention. And sometimes it's not about you. At your wedding, it may be about you, to a degree, but even then it's still going to be about other people. And that's important. Why would we ever want it to be just about us? Why, it should never, it's important to not think of other people as something that will ever detract from you. There are things that, yes, we have a processing cap, but there are things that detract and there are things that modify, things that accentuate. We were talking about dress earlier, propriety we're about to get into. Having more people in your life, weirdly enough, doesn't detract away from how important you are. It just means more people love you. And when someone walks in this room, it's like, wow, this person is even cooler. Look at how many lives this person has touched. And so it's important to regard other people, and that's where we get into propriety. There's been a lot of talk in the modern, in recent culture about modesty, but so little comparatively about propriety. But St. Paul, who people often cite about modesty, puts these two things right next to each other, because they're equally important. And so the second one is about, what we wear says about us. And I'll just let this guy react to it, and I'll put it on for time's sake quietly on in the back. One of my favorite channels here, Real Men, Real Style. I don't really have a specific one I could recommend for women, partly because I'm not a woman. But you can look around, there are plenty of channels out there. They're trying to do the same thing that's kind of happening with men in the modern day, trying to regentrify and fix this problem where like adults look like kids. And I can speak from personal experience here. And also, it's something I try to make a vibe of the channel as well. I hope people notice that that's something we do differently here. Even, on that one day I had a while back, streaming really late, it was impromptu. I decided instead of throwing on like just a white, a sleazy t-shirt or a childish t-shirt, something with holes in it, I decided to put something with at least a pocket on it. I always try to wear something that has a pocket, has a button, has a collar. Wearing a collar today, wearing a button-down shirt. Not like a proper button down, but at least something with buttons, just to give a little bit of class to something, even though it's casual. And something else to talk about modesty as well, while we get into here, is, it's something you just reminded me of, is that we should never be trying to separate from from ourselves something that we deeply value versus something that's exclusive. Like this idea that, we want couples who totally love each other and would die for each other and so on and so forth, but they don't get exclusive rights to the other person. And that goes for, that this visual stimuli that you get out of the beautiful, wonderful sexual quality of your person is something to be shared with the person who has earned it, and not with everyone. You shouldn't be asking someone to do everything that a relationship requires without that. It's not healthy. It's part of, not, we should never separate the reward from the other thing, but also it's, again, this other way to deepen this experience. It is a part of that love, not just a reward for it. We shouldn't be taking these things out. They all go together. They are what make these kind of difficult commitments possible. And it creates a cycle of gratitude and of care, that's not just, possessive or desire to be, have exclusive to just get this yourself. And yeah, does all these things, say, so on and so forth. Modesty, wonderful, beautiful thing. But now we're really talking about propriety. And that's what you wear gives. And, the other thing I was going to say is how much of a difference it's made in my life. And this is where, as well, I want to go back to what I said earlier about not separating propriety into just this thing that's about other people. It's also about self-respect. If you're only wearing sweatpants all the time, if you're only wearing, t-shirts, you're running around, it affects you. I have had literal health issues in my life go away simply because I changed how I dressed. Because some part of me deep down felt depressed, felt anxious about the fact that I was just kind of slumming it all the time. When I went, it does affect how other people see you as well. When I went to Texas and a bunch of other places down south last year with a couple of buddies, I went out of my way, even in these super hot states, we were talking about comfort earlier, to wear stuff that was a little bit nicer. And I was the only one who ever got any, kind of female attention the entire time I was there. But it helps, it helps people feel more comfortable around you. And that's a great thing. It's a great thing for me to feel as well, that when I walk into a room, it helps other people feel good. People feel respected. You can't help but feel that. These things do, have a tangible difference. We know these colors, these shapes, these so on and so forth speak to us. These styles, architecture and so on and so forth have an impact. And it's important to remember, no man is an island, and that doesn't just it affects all of us. When we go into a place like Walmart and everyone's dressed crappy, um, versus you go somewhere else where everyone's just really nice, you're going to want to go to that nice place. And you're going to want to go there because it gives you an enthusiasm for life. Because it's cool. It's cool to see those things. And we know intuitively that these things require more effort. People have invested more of themselves, more of their emotions into it. And we directly receive from that. And we get joy out of doing that for others. We get joy out of receiving that from others. Um, we get inspiration. We get encouragement. We get accountability. It helps us lift ourselves up to a higher sense. Say, hey, you know what? I'm going to put in a little bit extra effort today to be this way. Even if you're just going to work, work is, you're typically wearing stuff a lot more. Maybe just, even a construction worker is going to wear something, is going to wear something way different than, a collared shirt or something like that. But even there, you still have a choice. Are you going to wear, the orange t-shirt that has a bunch of holes in it and covered in stains? Or are you going to get something, a little bit tidier, a little bit nicer as kind of a gesture of respect for those people around you? This self-respect makes you value yourself, helps you to value yourself more. And it's a healthy thing to tell the world, hey, I am a unique person. I matter. What I bring to, it's not all about hiding. Like, it is important that I be seen. I want you to care about me. I want to care about you. It's an invitation both ways. But I matter, that, the unique things I'm wearing that tell me something about you. This goes for courting as well. We've talked about this, on here before. This is one of the other things that kind of got us to this discussion topic, is this matter of, you go to you're like, why does no one come up to me and talk to me and flirt with me? And it's like, well, what do you want them to say? You haven't told them anything about you. What are you going to talk about? If you just wore it, it's just like, it's a one-piece dress. It's basically a glorified trash bag. Literally latex, and maybe is red instead of black, but it's just like you cut a hole off the back thing and slid it over your body. What does that tell me about you? Like, you have a nice body. That would be really weird if I came up and approached you with that. It's not really what we want. We want someone who truly cares about who we are. And so when we dress, when we dress with propriety, we get to choose. These subtle ways when we go out the door, this is my attitude on life. These are the things that matter to me. These are the things I appreciate and I value, and I care about them this much to go above and beyond to display them. And these are all wonderful and beautiful things. So truly, yeah, absolutely 10 out of 10. Not my best presentation ever, but I hope it made a difference to kind of, these are beautiful things that add so much more value to your life. They enrich the world we live in. We all have so long on this earth, and so many of us have such a hard time making it through one day to the next. It's such a long time. We can't afford to waste anything that gives life value, that gives life meaning, that connects us to each other. None of us can do it alone. None of us, if we were, just trapped in a dark box, none of us could keep our spirits up the entirety of our lives. We need other people to cheer us on, to motivate us to move forward, and we need, other people rely on us to do that. When we do that for each other, we all lift each other up, and part of the way we do that is the choices we make simply in how we dress. Amen to that as well. Differentiates too. That's the other thing with propriety, is that it says there's more about you than there is just your body. There's more that's attractive about me. Let me tell you about my heart and about my mind, about my choices, about, even my money, how much work, how hard I work. I was able to afford a nicer watch, so on and so forth. Those aren't brags. Those are valuable things about you, that express how much you're willing to give to other people in the world around you, and that deserves attention. And, lastly, one of the things I talk about here as well, like, it just makes something so much more respectable. Something Jordan Peterson talked about in this interview was about his experience with going to Washington, D.C., seeing this capital of our great civilization, and just the adult men. The adult men wear what their children wear, and the adult women wear what a prostitute would wear 20 years ago. And it's a sad state of affairs. These things mean things, dress accordingly. Whether you believe it's a duty to God, a duty to yourself, or a duty to others to do good to them, all of them imply the other. When you do good to yourself in that way, when you show yourself that respect, when you lift yourself up, make yourself presentable to other people, someone other people want to spend time with, a cover that tells people they want to read this book when they're just walking by, they want to be your friend. If you want to do that, that's going to come around and help other people. If you want to do that, you want to be the most presentable for other people. And that will then do your duty, if you just view it as a duty to other people, to make them, uplift them, and make them feel like the world is a great place full of interesting and, and endearing and caring things as a good world, a world that cares about them. You've done that. By taking the same action, you've done that. And the same to God. So, bless up, dress up. Have a good day, everyone. Let's play some Raid. 10 out of 10 would definitely recommend this guy. This is where, everything I've learned about style. And when I get, when I get the money to really, develop a nicer set of, this is where I've learned all those things. And it's just incredible channel. I love this guy to death. Former Marine. And he knows so much about it. Owns a brand himself. Great guy. And hopefully there are some good, female accounts out there. Alrighty. Let us know in the comments if you see, let us know in the chat, let us know in the comments if you've seen anything like that. You have anything in mind. But without further ado, let's call Given and play some Raid. Hello. Well, for one, I miscalculated in the whenever I say stream is supposed to start, that's when discussion segment usually is. So I kind of forgot to elaborate on that. But yeah, 8:30 would have meant 9. But then it became 9:30. Yeah, 9:30, 9:40 because of stuff I had going on around the house. But we'll play for a little bit, and then I'll have to go on with Todd. But I'm in. Heck yeah.
Your day.
How was my day?
Yeah.
It was pretty good. It was okay. Still kind of feel like shit, but I'll get over it.
Are you excited for my first confession next week?
Your first confession is next week? I did not know that. Heck yeah.
It is next week, yeah.
What's going on this Sunday that we have to be there for?
They're just blessing me or something, I don't know. It's like a prayer.
Okay.
Also, I found out horrible news.
Oh?
Father Alex is leaving in May.
No!
I found horrible news, dude. Oh my god.
Wow. That's like, I just fell in love with my pastor and he's going to become a bishop. Man. Hopefully replace him with someone good.
Though. Yeah, they're getting someone from the seminary, so they'll probably be good.
Okay, yeah. Younger the better nowadays. So
I noticed that you like literally your description of how the priests are changing, like literally was played out last night.
what?
Like his father John, the old guy, was leading it, and he was talking about how like he loves Pope Francis. He feels a deep connection to him for a few reasons. Da, 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 da. And then he's like, and actually, the ones that are coming up through the seminary is actually more traditional than us old guys, and da 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 da. And like, because like everything, because the way Father Alex talks is just so much different than him. So.
Absolutely, because we're just like the new generation is so excited to be Catholic, and it's because they have that 1,000-year depth to their relationship with it. It's a sad thing. In an attempt to appeal to more people, we threw out a lot of the treasure that we had, and then these people wonder, like, why are these guys so much more excited about this than I was? Well, it's because they have more than you did. That's cool to see. I hope you. Part of my point in pointing out Cassock guy when we were at the rite of initiation was because he was a young guy. He's a young guy in a cassock, which is what priests used to wear. Instead of like just like a business suit with a collar, they'd wear like a nice, a full robe. Gonna potentially set themselves.
Well, the thing that gave me hope was the bishop was awesome, so that helped.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Bishop Malesic.
All right, anyway, what are we doing? Like, what's the plan here?
So I'm here. I just want to, we want to keep playing and talking about it until I am leveled up enough to make a guild. I'm going to try and get as close.
Oh, so I can't even do anything?
You can play. We're just going to chat and play Raid. Help me hype it up, because we need the sponsorship money to keep going.
Gotcha.
And so guys, this is, I did go through and make the new account with my own referral link. So these are the kind of things you guys are going to get. Let's open these boxes up and see what we got. Rector Drath. 1 day XP boost. We're going to activate that. Full energy. An epic skill tome. And 200,000 silver. All of which is going to come in handy when we get up to level there. But let's see if we can't activate that XP boost. There we go. So with all these bonuses, we already have 4 heroes. And we are going to kick some serious butt, guys. Let's see what else we got here. Where's the XP boost? I'm going to activate that before we get going. Oh, okay. It's already active. Cool, cool, cool. So note that when you take it out of the box, you get the boost right away.
They got a 15-person repo game going.
That's insane.
Holy shit.
Thank
Sounds
you,
like
Al.
Caleb
Great to
would
see
hate
you.
that.
What was I thinking? Tomorrow we're gonna do like a 6-hour stream or so, and celebrate.
Are you not going to be there for the St. Patty's Day stream on Saturday?
I'll be there for some of it.
Dude, I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
We're getting crunk that day, dude. It's going to be wild. Not like super drunk, because Jay said no super drunk. But
Excellent.
But he said, get a buzz going. That's what he said.
There we go. I will be joining you. But tomorrow is our Century Going Away day. We're throwing a party for him.
I know. I'm really
Appreciation
sad.
Day. I'm
Century, but it's okay because he's gonna be closer by, so I can actually might be able to actually visit him
That's a
without
good
it
point.
being like a big of a drive.
I want to go to his. I was thinking about his graduation would be cheaper than going to visit him where Minnesota too. So I was thinking about doing that.
You're just gonna dox him on stream like that? God.
We talk about it on stream all the time.
That's true. We do talk about Minnesota a lot. But anyway, no, that'd be a good idea. I think I'd be down to go to his graduation. Sentry is. I've never met him in person, but the dude is like a brother to me just because of how like cool he's been ever since I met him. So.
Amen.
I can't say enough nice things about Sentry. So.
Heck yeah. That's what tomorrow is going to be all about. We will hype him up, wish him well, give thanks for what we have, and yeah. It's going to be a good day. We're going to play probably starting at like 4:30 or maybe more like 5:30 because Sentry doesn't get off work until 5, I don't think. Sentry's in chat right now, so you can let us know.
Sentry being gone is going to mean you're going to have to play a lot more Roblox. Because Kalen's going to be the one dictating no more Helldivers.
That's
you want people to play with, you got to play Roblox.
I will play Roblox any day.
We should do Bed Wars again. We should do Bed Wars tomorrow. Bring it back to where it all started between the 4 of us.
We absolutely... Dude, yes. The 4-man band on Bed Wars. I am all for that. My Crusader. Yes. Alright, guys. Let's go back and start our champion. So, I've had it on auto while I was here talking to Gibbon. And look how much we've been destroying with this guy. Like, I was barely getting through these missions when I played it through without my reward box. And just had, like, this. You get the sniper to start, otherwise that's all you get. The sniper and your starting hero. That could be pretty difficult. So, making a big difference. I'm also going to, we're going to slowly expand. I want to include these 2 members in our team.
Oh, that was a
Crusader
boss.
and the Bully.
I just beat a boss and didn't realize I beat the boss.
Cool.
He was too easy, bro.
I know, with these guys. So I'm going to start equipping... No, I'm going to do Bully first, so we have the full spread. Each of the 3 elements we got here.
Holy
so
shit.
the coins we have can upgrade stuff. So... Upgrade these a few times, give my guy a little bit more defense. Let's upgrade this thing all the way to level 4. There we go. And then, because right now we have a total of we have...
Yeah. Give me one moment.
Okay. We have 3 heroes available, so let's see. These guys both have a leadership quality. What is this guy's? Okay. Increase res in Doom Tower battles, which this isn't yet, so let's do this guy. Increase ally HP in battles by 15%. That's our leadership quality. Gotta be careful. Part of the reason we level this guy's armor up is because they're always going to attack your weakest link. See, he's already down even with that buffed up armor. And there we go. You got rezzed right back.
Hey, totally was promoting Raid Shadow Legends over there.
Where was this?
In J-Stream, bro. I was saying all these nice things about Raid Shadow Legends.
Excellent.
Totally.
Trust.
Totally didn't say anything negative at all.
I'm actually really... I find it really cool. I find it is a really cool fantasy world. I like it. Especially once we get a guild going, I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
I don't know. I just like Pokemon more. If I wanted to do something like this, I'd want Pokemon.
It's fair. But it's playable enough to support the channel.
Get the Pokemon sponsorship next.
I'll let you know if they offer one.
Or the rival sponsorship. The rival sponsorship would go hard. You know?
It would?
You want me to tell you? Let's talk about some rivals today. I am learning how to play Loki and had one of the clutchest comp victories I think I've ever had playing him.
Wow. Okay. Heck yeah. He really
And
is
today,
pretty OP.
I just fucked people up as DPS. I aced as as Psylocke and got like 20 kills, and the rest of my team nobody got above 10, so we lost.
Wow. Loki, a lot of people sleep on him, but if you learn him, he's one of, if not the best. His ult especially is really, really good in the sense that, like, you get to switch up your team comp and get the other person's ult. It's 2 benefits instead of just 1.
That and also the runes. You know what I learned about the runes today? Like the little like healing field he puts up?
What's up?
While it's up for those 5 seconds, it turns all incoming damage into healing.
Really?
Yeah, so it's not only healing you a bunch of healing for those 5 seconds. It's also any incoming damage is turns into healing. So like say like Namor ults or something, and you activate that, the insane amount of damage from the Namor ult will actually heal people it hits. And same with like like Magneto, how he can like kill a bunch of the supports out of their ult.
Right, yeah.
Say like Loki puts a clone on one of them when they're gonna get hit by the Magneto ult, that orb turns into a just huge thing of healing.
Wow. That's insane. That's really cool.
Yeah, no, so I'm that's gonna become my support main. That and Cloak and Dagger.
Right. You have to keep Cloak after all your time you've put in.
Yeah, but they're just so easy to play. And you're not playing the game as Cloak and Dagger. You're letting the game play you. And that's the same with Rocket. Like that's why I was able to do them early on, because I was bad at the game. But like now that I'm like good at the game, they're boring. I want to do something else. So
That's fair.
and I'm not doing DPS because no one gives that shit up.
Let's see what we got here. Trying to do this raid mission actually myself instead of auto, since it's like a later game fight. Just want to show off how this works.
Does that elf lady have no clothes on but have sunglasses on? What's going on here, bro?
It's a good question. There are some questionably designed characters in this game.
Yeah, I would agree.
Also some really cool ones though, of course.
The
Naturally.
women in this game don't love clothing.
Yeah, not a great fantasy trope, is it?
Hey. Free the nipple, am I right? That's all. I'm kidding, by the way. It's a joke.
I know.
But Raid, they get it.
I also want to point out to chat, like you see I've been bringing... True, I could have brought the Crusader, who would have done better in a lot of these, but... like this guy, this level 1 I have, who I've been bringing around with me, every time he's gone down, like he's been rezzed, but I wouldn't be able to do that with my standard roster. Like it's only this guy I got out of the box that I got from being here.
Which guy? The witch lady?
Yep.
She's been hard carrying my team.
Fighting our first boss here. Let's heal up. Alrighty. Bash. Magic mace. Whew. That did a lot of extra damage.
Oh dear, I just one-shot that guy.
There we go. Took the
Having
boss down
overcome the
3
castle
stars.
guard,
Not
the
bad.
company leader called to mind how the Banner Lords had cried out their allegiance to their king. but also to Seroth. Was the king's warring folly prompted by the will of the Lord of Darkness? Upon interrogation, a fallen knight confessed that the king had not been seen at the castle for many a month. His orders were being relayed by messenger from his encampment on the Eastern Front. This meant only one thing. The company would have to pass through the war.
I just beat a dragon, but you can't say you did that.
I cannot say that yet, no.
You know, if Kaylin was in chat, she would tell you how much of a skill issue that was.
And you tell her how much of a skill issue.
The once glorious city of people to go through it safe. They would.
She might be in chat now. I did tell her to get in chat.
Well, thank you. Let's, before we go into this thing, let's go back to base.
Tuff's been sending me repo invites nonstop this entire time. I just want everyone to be aware.
He can be a little bit much when it comes to that, yeah.
My female war priest is about to die.
No.
It's okay, she's Methodist. Sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry, guys. To be honest with you, it is discussion topic. Going into becoming a Catholic, I thought Catholics were very judgmental people, like outside looking in.
Yeah.
Catholics are the least judgmental denomination of Christianity towards other denominations of Christianity.
Really?
Like I hear more bad things about Catholics outside of like from other Christians than I do from Catholics about other Christians.
It's really true. The memes that you'll see go around, they're like I forget what movie. I don't know what movie it's from. I probably never seen it, but it's one person's like, we talk about you all the time and like how bad you are, and the other person's like, we literally don't talk about you at all, like in any way. We don't even really like we don't spend our sermons dissing on the other denominations. We just preach.
Well, they don't do that in official proceedings anywhere I've been either. But like, I'm just saying, like, you just hear like people like around talking about it, like people who are around the faith talking about it, you know?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
So it's not necessarily that. It's just like,
yeah, it's not the leadership. It's just the
those around it.
Yeah. And good, you know, it's not. You know, the whole point of the whole thing is to see Jesus in everyone, and not, you know, what they're doing wrong. And often, yeah, I feel like a lot of people think of us. It's a sad thing, and I've seen it a lot too, where people will see someone else doing something good, and think that means that, you know, the person is doing it because they think they're better than everyone else. But sometimes it's just because they're truly in love with what they're doing, and who they're doing it for.
Actually, I think I'm doing it because I think I'm better than everyone else. Just saying. I'm kidding.
I mean,
that is a joke.
There are things in life that we can do that are better than other people, and by extension, we become overall better people than other people.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think it's a true statement to say that no one is better than any other person. That's simply not true.
And I'm better than all of them. Kidding.
Yes, we all know you're kidding.
Or am I?
But I'm really glad that's been your experience. And part of it too is because Catholicism, as the one that came first, like, we can't really say anything bad about another denomination other than like Mormons or Jehovah's Witnesses. No one else has really added anything. Like, they've just taken stuff away. So like, we appreciate everything that they do. It's just like, we see you could be more than that. Start bringing the Crusader out.
I did a few summons.
That was really Dylan's experience, I think, as well. Like when he came into the church, like that was what he told me. He's like, I just like, it wasn't like we do. It was just, yeah, it was just like an addition. He's like, wow, I've been seeking so much more depth in my faith for so long, and really had nowhere to go to find that. And there's just so much more here. And there's, it's a sad, fallacious attitude. I feel like that, a lot of other denominations have, and even, I've heard even recently some people start to use it as like an explanation for, why we shouldn't do service every week. 'Cause, if you do it every week, it starts to lose its value, and it's like, no, there are some things that are, only gain, are modifiers the more you do them and the more that you have them. People and certain tenets, like there's more depth to God, makes it a more. Hey, welcome, Noble Gaming.
Huh.
Noble
I'm more
Kong or Supreme
charged over.
Gaelic. You probably know more about this than we do. This is from a bottom-up learning journey. And any suggestions are welcome.
This is a big raid guy we got in chat right now.
He's a big raid guy, and I'm very excited about it. Tell us about yourself, man. How long have you been with the game?
I got Death Knight. He's in the commercials.
Heck yeah. Speaking of commercials, part of the reason we're doing this is because we are ourselves sponsored by Raid, and we're very grateful for it. And I've been very much enjoying this. When I went to Houston a little while back, this is what got me through the airport, so. Going back to what Sentry was saying there, yeah, it's a shame that a lot of schools, don't realize or teach what they have because they're so. And this almost being non-judgmental to a fault, feeling like, oh, if other people are leaving, it must be because other people are better than us, and sometimes, no, sometimes that's not the case. We don't have to. Ditch all of our traditions, so on and so forth, because
Noble's played since 2020.
been playing since 2020. Oh heck yeah.
He's an OG.
Well, that's what I'm pretty sure what I have here is a legendary, or maybe not. I don't know. We'll check after. This person we got from my box, my Twitch sponsorship box.
Oh god, these guys are strong. I just got a Venom Mage, by the way. It's a big serpent.
Mage.
It's a big like serpent guy who casts spells, I guess. I don't know.
Oh heck yeah. Symbiote. So when you say legendary, what qualifies them as that?
Like their tier. Like, you have like uncommon, rare, epic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got epic, rare. Interesting, I don't have a legendary. Where could people go to find these new player codes? And how do you apply them?
This is the tavern. The main
Conspiracy
place where
theory,
you upgrade
Raid,
and improve
sent
each
this
other.
guy
You can
to your
sacrifice
chat.
leveling up.
I know, big conspiracy theory, but he could be giving us new player codes right now. He could be from Raid.
This is
Just
true.
saying. He could be a plant.
It's very fair.
And if you are a plant, I wouldn't mind if you gave me a code. Just saying.
We already have a really good blue, so I'm just gonna sacrifice this person. You know what? I'm not gonna sacrifice her for this guy though. This guy.
When a champion
Just for
heals,
fun. That's the fun of these games, is not sometimes it's defying the stats just because you think a guy's cool. And I like this guy's style.
No, I put that Crusader away real quick.
Not the Crusader. I'm talking about the guy I got right off the bat with my first or second ever green shard. This bully, his name is. I might
I just have my
sacrifice him
best guys up
eventually,
there.
but- No,
I keep all my. I'm collecting them all, so I don't. I make sure I have one of each. You know.
Right, that's the goal.
I'm a big Pokemon guy. So.
Gotta catch 'em all. Come on. I don't have any purple.
Main camp, there's a tab to the far left with 3 lines on it. Promo code button in there. Code for Wukong is Monkey King.
Monkey King? Well, thank you. I'll put that in. Chat, remember that. When you come to join our guild, play Raid Shadow Legends, use code Monkey King.
Yeah, when's Sentry getting raid? I
That's
see
a
you
good
dragged
question.
me into this. What about him, bro?
Fake friend. Ah,
What
I can
about-
only use one.
what
Alright,
about
so we gotta
Caleb?
choose between Supreme Gaelic and Wukong.
I want Monkey King, bro.
Then I should get Gaelic. What would you say the difference is, Noble?
I don't care what it is. I'm getting Monkey King. It's only right.
It is only right. We'll get those two, you know, between the two of us anyways, but I'm just interested as, you know, get some foreknowledge of what their stats will be like.
These fights are actually getting tough now. Took them long enough. Come on. But they're not about to not be tough.
This game can be really cinematic at times.
Main camp, 3 lines.
Let's go get our thing, shall we?
Doesn't work. Well, let me try this one.
Maybe it's because,
Because I used yours, maybe? Oh, because
Yeah.
I'm not a new player anymore.
hmm.
That's what it is. It says for new players only. Yep.
Oh, I got it. Wait, did I? Yes, I did.
Key.
I wonder if you can you trade heroes? Because we can have Sentry get Monkey King. Give him to you, maybe.
I don't want it. didn't earn
Supreme
it.
Gaelic. Wow. It was indeed Supreme 6.
Okay, how much longer are we doing raid? Sit till 10:30.
Something like that, yeah. What do I
Okay.
need to... What level do I need to be to make a guild?
13. Right?
Alright, I'm at level 7, so I'm just gonna keep grinding.
I could make a guild.
They can't beat the Gibbet Guild door. It's the Jack Club.
The Gibbon guys goes a lot harder than whatever you're gonna make. Gibbon's guys, you know?
Maybe we can do rival guilds.
No, I don't want to.
Oh my. Supreme Gaelic is a thing. I'm gonna turn off auto just so I can see what he has. 'Cause he's just destroying things. Alright, what are his abilities? Exemplar of Rage. Attack one enemy 2 times. Each hit has an extra 10% chance of being critical. Each chance has a 40% chance of increasing the duration of any HP burn debuffs on the target by 1 turn. Buffs this guy for several turns. better chance of inflicting critical, activating burn. Helps him come up again on the roster. Does a lot of the same things, but also puts a speed debuff. Whew. Look at that. And he just does so much damage. It totally murks him. That's awesome. Oh, hold on. I got Gaelic. Burns are super important, but Wukong is top tier nuker. Either one is massive for new account. Ah, they locked this one. Sorry, sometimes my chat gets stuck and doesn't scroll up for me, but I saw that all now. Thank you very much for that. Are there any other games you like to play, Nova? Games you like to watch, either? Alright, level 13, there's a cost. Got it. Cost of 250 gems. I'm not above buying some gems if I need to. These poor lizard people don't stand a chance.
I'm fighting a bunch of trolls right now, dude.
Nice.
I think that's what these are. They look like the cave trolls from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Oh, final boss time. I'm gonna take this guy myself. Get him, Gaelic. Whew. Almost half his health in one hit. I should have hit the boss with that.
Here's the boss level. I'm gonna auto do that. I'm gonna get a chocolate strawberry while my guys are popping off. Give me one moment.
Sounds great. Alright, back to her. What does this do? Okay.
After dispatching the lizard men tainted by the shadow, the company waylaid a messenger bearing a missive from the king. They demanded that he direct them to the royal encampment. Trembling for his life, the emissary pleaded that he knew nothing of such a camp. He had only ever received the sealed messages from a hooded knight at the catacombs of the Temple of Narbak. Emerging from the sewers, the company set their compass northeast.
Hello, I'm back.
Began a long
Welcome
and
back.
arduous
So I'm
trek
heading to
the
Narbuk Catacombs.
My mom is a thank you for me watching the dog. Got me chocolate covered strawberries and grapes.
Wow. Totally worth it. That's awesome, dude. I was just told missions and quests help a lot with progress. So I should keep an eye on them. Equip a champion with artifacts of level 4.
I lost my first fight.
Oh no. Alright, I can summon actually summon 2 more champions and get that one. Bandit. Yep, you're gonna be sacrificed. Bully.
Did you know you can upgrade armor and weapons?
I did not know that. Oh no, I did. I did know that. I did know that. What up? I'm about to make my Supreme Gaelic level 50. Let's do it.
There you go.
He's about to destroy.
You missed someone's chat.
Oh,
He was trying to warn you about something it looks like.
Oh. Sorry about that.
Common streamer L.
Hold on, I thought the guy was legendary though. Doesn't that make him a 6-star? No, he's only a 5-star, so there's a better. Oh. Oh no. I was too laser focused on completing all my quests and challenges.
You know, as we always say, only if Jack weren't such a dumbass.
Wait, where is Bree? Oh. This is what happens when the chat is continually pausing. Every now and again, I'll switch over here.
Is it because of your internet?
No, it's not like something. It'll register a scroll happening over there. And I'll scroll up and then pause where the new thing was.
Yeah.
I read it scrolled too. That's disappointing.
Sounds like a skill issue to me.
Level 10. I see, okay.
You're gonna lose me right when you get the
At
ability
last,
to make a
they arrived
clan,
at
you know?
Narba, guided by their torches. They entered the catacombs.
My
with the
contract,
wind.
in the
As they
contract
sank
says
deeper into the
I was
vaulted
playing until
galleries,
10:30,
a voice on the wind
right?
became ever more distinct. Now echoing words of
So
I'm almost
by-
there. I'm at level 10.
By
to a
contract
man,
law,
the goddess
technically
of
you got
light.
10 minutes to make it to level 13.
Alright. We're going into some dark places now. See how this goes. Into the catacombs. Got it.
I beat the boss. I beat the boss,
Okay.
everybody.
And when he gets there, how many more times can I level him up within the 6-star rank? Like, is 50 still his camp, or is there, like, more levels once you get to a higher star level? Hey, Galen, welcome to the stream.
Galen, took you long enough. I feel like I messaged you like an hour ago to get in here. She never has been that good at listening.
Already at it. Fair enough, though.
No. I don't mean that. She's been great today. She's Kaylin, great person. Actually.
Fantastic. Yes, she is. Took a power nap. Heck yeah.
She kind of needed it.
Oh, I trust that. We all need naps from time to time. Level 11. 2 more to go. Stars times 10. Got it. Okay. Thank you. What was I thinking? Kaylin, if you want to go, when the VOD comes up, there's also... We started today with a discussion topic that, you've kind of been a part of us. It was partly your idea way back when, so... For you to check that out. Gaelic, just wrecking stuff. I'm wondering, am I getting 2 stars because, Kaylin, salute. Am I getting 2 stars for these because I'm on autoplay? Oh, wow. Okay. Let's try that on this next one, shall we? Let's try this. Gaelic is something else. I did it. Just keep going till we can't no more. These grave desecrators.
I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna crash out right now.
Why are you in crash out mode right now?
Why do you think? I used the wrong grammar in a DM, and now I'm getting flamed.
To Kaylin, I'm guessing.
Who do you think would be flaming me for this?
That's so I'm right. Okay. Rector is
Because I was between trying to figure out how to work this shit.
Got you,
and
got you.
That.
And then also getting chewed out for your grammar. I get that.
No, it's more just chewed out in general.
That's what I mean. You got your get back?
I got my get back. It's because she always fucks up her grammar, and I tease her for it. So she's just happy that she got to do it to me one time. Enjoy
I know
it.
it, yeah. I just don't know if she intentionally used improper grammar there. To kind of rub it in your face even more, or if it was just
No,
like,
that was intentional. That was not intentional, dude. She screwed it up. Kaylin, that's unfortunate. That's a bad look.
that's called payback.
That's a bad look, Kaylin. Oh my goodness.
That's
Kaylin does not know how to speak English? Who knew? Me. I did.
saying it only with love.
Nepo?
But yeah,
What
no,
does
that's,
Nepo mean? Someone tell me what Nepo means in chat. Kaylin,
Nepo.
Nepo.
I'll take your word for it that it is a meme, but now I can't, like...
But she said Nepo, dude.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Nepo, I don't think is a meme. No! We miss you!
No.
We
Well,
love having
yes,
you here,
because I'll
Kaylin.
be there in like 2 minutes, Kaylin. But
Yes, I'll follow you there. You can't escape it. Just like, these guys can't escape. Napoleon. Century, the way he spelled it.
I
Alright,
love
let's-
Napoleon. Napoleon. You know, you gotta like really rush into it. Napoleon. You're sick of this? I'm sorry, Kaylin. I'm sorry. You started it. You can't come in here acting like you're a victim when you were starting it. You know full well what you did.
Guy's level 50 Gaelic is absolutely insane.
If I were to say that same excuse to you, you'd be like skill issue. Kaylin, I just want that to be clear. Don't worry, Sentry. We know you're the biggest
company
loser when it
crashed
comes to
into a
typing,
chamber to
but
find
I'm
the
not
king
making fun of you
Taylor
right now.
strapped to a chair, his captors forcing a
You're
brood
you're on
to
probation for being made fun of because you're leaving, and I'll feel bad.
They made short work of the aggressors, then cut the king from his
Kaylin's also on
bonds.
being made fun of probation because she's sick, but I fail at that
have
often
been
because she's a really easy
bewitched,
target.
He began in rasping breaths. Forced
Wouldn't you
to
agree, Jack?
declare war
About
on the
what?
Ravi. Then handing them
Just
his
say
royal
yes.
signet, he said,
Kind of.
No, just say yes.
Ask Queen Eva forgiveness
Hold
for
on, I'm
my
in a
forced
cutscene.
betrayal. thank her for giving refuge to my people and request her help to find the cause of this shadow.
Very sad and tragic death, honestly, the fact, it's rare to find a noble king.
I didn't even know there was a king.
Too bad.
What? I'm doing the thing. I'm upgrading all my armor right now. I'm gambling. You know how it be. You just gotta gamble your money away.
Fair enough. Almost to level 13.
To gain entrance into Aravia, they would have to pass through the Dark Wood to Felwyn's Gate. After a 3-day trek, they reached the edge of Durham Forest, home of the Dark Elves. The elves promised safe passage to those who would pay the toll. Showing them the signet of the king, the company claimed right-of-way as bearers of the monarch's
There's free things
word.
in the shop that I didn't get today. Claim free gift.
But the Dark Elves recognized neither king nor queen and attempted to take their toll in blood.
I'm actually really into the lore of this. Like, I would watch lore videos.
Oh,
I'm enjoying the story.
campaign map. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that.
Thank you. Yeah, I didn't recognize that either. Alright, let's bring all 4 just to kind of feel the waters out here.
Holy shoot.
What's up?
They just gave me a ton of shit.
Heck yeah.
What the heck?
We're now in the land of the scantily clad dark elves.
I love me some scantily clad dark elves. You know what I'm saying?
What?
And that's when I reach over to dap you up.
Uh,
And we agree, because who doesn't love themselves a scantily clad dark elf?
I don't. All of the modifiers there just make it compound the oddness of this statement.
What modifier?
Scantily clad, dark, and elf. Why is that specifically your thing?
You're right, I wouldn't like dark.
No. Oh my god.
What?
have
It's just,
mercy.
it's a preference. It's a preference. It's not racist if it's a preference.
Fair enough.
Can I say?
Dragons and hit up the dragons in the dungeons. Will do. I do love me some Dungeons and Dragons.
That was a
Aw.
lame joke. Get him off the fucking stage.
Wasn't even really a joke.
Whatever it was, I hated it.
Well, what I liked was that dark elf knight lady. She had a cool helmet.
I got a new character, by the way.
Oh heck yeah!
Another epic. I have 3 epics now.
Wow. Should point out the men are also scantily clad. Are you into the scantily clad dark elf men?
Me?
Yes.
What do you think? I'm not sandals, bro.
wanted some confirmation for the chat.
If you want someone who's into that, just call fucking Xanos.
What was I thinking? Alright, I'm level 13, so I should be able to start a guild now, but I need to get more gems.
Are you playing Skyrim with Todd today?
I am.
It's 10:35. Aren't you supposed to start now?
Supposed to start in how many minutes? I'm supposed to start soon. I'm just gonna finish up making the guild and then we'll go. Where do I get Legend? How do I get more gems?
All right. Would you be mad if I dipped out? I think I've done all I need to do today.
Well, you gotta join the guild, man.
Jack, I did so much fighting and upgrading and all of it for you. All of it for
Which
you,
pack
Boo
am I
Boo
buying?
Bear.
So I get reimbursed up to $60. So which pack?
He didn't
am I
even
buying?
respond, bro.
Please join the guild. Please.
Where is it?
I'm making it right now. I have to purchase a pack in order to get enough gems. Void Shards 5-pack.
Anyone know how I open chests when they give me chests, or do they just automatically open? I think they just automatically open.
Ooh, okay. Don't want to do that one. That one's $90. I want to do Primal Shard pack or Beginner Progress pack.
I need to. I could spend $9 on this Primal Shard pack.
Which one? You gotta get the 8-pack.
Where am I going for this? The shop?
Yeah.
Eight Primal Shards, and that gets you something.
Yeah, but that, I mean, you have to spend $50 on it though. It only gives me 30.
Ah.
So. And it also doesn't give me gems. And you only gives me gems. Looking for Beginner Progress pack.
Oh, you're looking for the beginner, so I can help you look for this.
Yes. Ah, here we go.
You got it?
I think so, yep. Alright, let's not show my credit card information. We can actually leave this up here, you guys can just see that. Alright, I bought it. Yep, there we go. Alright. Now I can make my own clan, right? Where do I go to make a clan?
Probably to clan.
Thanks. Oh, yep, there we go. There it is. Create clan. Yeah. What do we call it, though? Jack's Club?
Yeah, sure. I like the one clan that's on here. 1-800 please help.
That's fantastic. There's Club of Raid.
Is it the Jack's Club?
I gotta find a name it'll let me use.
You do the club cards.
Clan tags been taken. Jack club cards has been taken. Oh, tag has been taken. Okay. My bad, thank you. What do we call the tag? Gibby.
Do yeah, Gibby.
Gibby. Gibby. That's the tag. Oh, heck yeah. Alright, it's the club cards, no space.
Got it. You said the club cards, no space?
Yep,
The club cards or club cards?
club cards. I should have put a space, but it's too late now. Oh, I can't change. I can change it. I'll put a space, so we're not cringe. It's been 100 gems just to put a space, but it was worth it.
I can't find you.
Use tag GIBY.
I'm looking. Oh, how do I leave? Did I just join a clan? Oh no, I don't want to check in. Can I leave? There it is. Join. I'm in. There you are. I'm in. I did my time.
Thank you. Thank you for coming out.
Of
I appreciate you
course.
supporting the channel.
Of course, you know what they say.
I'll develop this clan up as time goes on. The different rewards, different banners, so on and so forth. But now we got a good thing going.
Alright, it was a pleasure. Have fun doing Sky of the Rim. Rim
Thank
of
you,
the
thank
Sky job. Yep. Alright, good night.
Have a good night. Alright, chat, we're going to head over to playing Skyrim together with Time to Die Todd. So, thank you all so much for stopping in, especially to Novel 7 Gaming. Hope we see you around. Very much appreciate all the help you gave us today. Anyone watching, remember you can support the channel in so many ways doing these things here. They really help us out. See, there we go. We already made $6. But it gets more and more as time goes up. Reach level 40, not 7. Purchase packs. I'll get reimbursed for this because of the fact I bought it with an account that did that. So eventually trigger here that someone purchased the beginner progress pack. Very generous of them. It helps us keep going. Very, very grateful. It's where most of our income comes, and that's what kind of helps this thing exist. So, alrighty. Let's see you check in with Todd. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
How are you doing?
Good. Good.
Excellent. Well, are you ready for some Skyrim together?
I can be. I was trying to shout out my friend. He can't join this Daisy server with me for some reason.
Oh,
It's a little weird.
huh.
But looks like he's offline anyways. Yeah. Oh, it is what it is.
We're gonna do the Monopoly Man challenge.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Time for Skyrim indeed, guys. Time for Skyrim indeed. Nova's clan is called, shout out my Twitch stream, by the way, Dab Spot, if anyone wants to join him. You know, he been a massive help to the channel, so. And he seems to really know his stuff.
All right, let's get this going.
Heck yeah. Let's open up Vortex.
I'll be streaming the new baseball game too tonight.
Oh, heck yeah. Nice.
All right.
Alrighty.
Yeah, restart my OBS. It's being stupid.
It's down for a second.
Game capture. Skyrim.
Oh!
My OBS isn't capturing Skyrim for some reason.
This is glorious.
What is going on?
Start a new
Interesting.
game. I've been waiting so many years to see this logo pop up. A Skyrim with 2 people. How do we get a server, though? That's the question. I think I'm starting a new save. Or a new thing.
Mine's not even showing I have it. Well, I think you have to start a new save. Oh, they did change the screen. Alright, OBS, can you please start capturing Skyrim? Is that a possibility today? Hello? It doesn't want to capture Skyrim.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is. There it goes. I had to change it to that.
Okay. Wondering, I gotta look up. Like, yes, I have Skyrim together loaded up, but how do we play with each other?
Finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush, same as us. And that thief over there.
Damn you Stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and lazy. If they hadn't been looking for you, they'd have stolen that horse and been halfway to Hammerfell. You there, you and me, we shouldn't be here. It's these Stormcloaks the Empire wants.
Okay, my ski
We're all
ream
brothers and
is
sisters
loaded
in
in.
minds now, thief.
Shut up back there.
Alright, hang on.
What's wrong with
Start the
him?
stream.
Watch your tongue.
Boom.
You're speaking to Ulfric Stormcloak,
Fuck.
the true High King.
Ulfric.
There we go.
Jarl of Windhelm? You're the leader of the
Okay,
rebellion.
so we don't have to start a new game.
You. Oh,
See?
God. Where are they taking us?
I don't know where we're going, but Sovngarde awaits.
Mm.
No, this can't be happening. This isn't happening.
Hey, what village are you from, horse thief?
Why do you care?
A Nord's last thoughts should be of home.
Rorikstead. I'm from Rorikstead.
General Tullius, sir. The headsman is waiting.
Good. Let's get this over with. Sure.
There's just a person walking on the road here? How have I never noticed this?
Divines, please help me.
You didn't notice that?
In the beginning.
This
people
game's
walking
been
the
out
dog
for
and
like
stuff
14 years and you didn't notice this?
General
No, there's
Tullius,
always
the
something
military
new.
governor,
Someone carrying a bucket,
and it
someone
looks
carrying
like
some
the
logs.
Dalmor are with him.
You know what? You're right. This game, it
But
definitely,
they have something to do with this.
you know.
was I
used to
thinking?
be sweet on the curve from here.
So
Wonder
yeah,
if
we'll have to
Elon
see
is
once
still
I get out of the
making
cart
mead
here.
of juniper berries in the state.
It should let me, by hitting F2, join
When
a
I was
server.
boy, imperial walls and towers used to make me feel so safe.
Yeah, I just don't know if I have to configure one. Like I'll have to set one up myself, or if it just automatically does it. Cause I don't know. Like a server is a thing. A server, someone out there has to have a server box. I don't know if the mod just like makes that work, or if one of us needs to have that capacity, or what.
Why are we stopping?
I have no idea.
End of the line.
That might be the end of the line for our use of this, if that's the case.
Let's
Cause
go.
There might be. That might be it.
No, wait,
let's hope
we're
not. Let's
rebels.
see.
Face your death with some courage, thief.
You've got to tell them we weren't with you. This is a mistake.
If not, y'all can catch me streaming some baseball tonight.
Empire loves their damn lists.
Ulfric Stormcloak.
Something about Skyrim. It's just.
Alright, guys.
Spear
So
of honor, Jarl of
we should definitely play Imperial, because so the goal of this challenge is to go to every hold
No fear of roaring.
and, or basically we're going to give ourselves like a certain timetable, and the goal is to obtain the most property as possible within a certain time frame. So you have to complete certain
Okay.
quests in order to get access to it, and then also raise, you know, obtain a certain amount of money. And so we're going to be in a race to do that.
Well,
Also, like,
Well,
we can
have
only
you,
only one person gets to own a house per hold. So, you know, one of us will get to Whiterun before the other, and that's a risk to the other person, because if I get it first, Todd's wasted all that time then getting that real estate, you know.
well,
Imperials-
first we gotta figure out how to get the mod working.
Yes. Or does one have extra stamina? Hmm. All I know is the Imperial finds extra money around.
General Tullius.
Alright. Choose a preset. Which guy looks the best? Which guy looks like a Monopoly man? I think this guy looks like a Monopoly man. He's got the gray hair. I'll make him as big as possible. Monopoly man's a big guy. It's also very clean. Let's get all this.
You got a little bit of a head start on me too. I'm not quite there yet to make my character.
Well, I won't run anywhere till you get here. All I want to do is just make my facial hair just a mustache. All right.
So Bruce Hum is only 5,000 gold.
Oh, here we go.
I think I could get
Oh,
that
yes.
pretty fast.
Monopoly Miser.
You're a long way from the Imperial.
That's
City.
crazy.
What are you doing in
I'm
Skyrim?
gonna set myself up for success.
Captain, what should we do? He's not on the list.
Forget the
Give me
list.
everything
He
you
goes
own.
to the block.
By your orders, Captain. I'm sorry. We'll make sure your remains are returned to Cyrodiil. Follow the captain, prisoner.
The Sentry knows what's up, you know. Yeah, Bruce Hum really isn't that much.
Is this what life is like for an Imperial citizen? I have no trial. I just
Absolutely.
get executed.
You're fucking dead.
Ulfric Stormcloak. Some
Not
here
even
in
their own
Helgen call
citizen,
you a
you know.
hero, but a
Heck, the
hero
Nords are
doesn't
their
use
citizens.
power
No one here is
or
getting a
to
trial.
murder his king and usurp his throne. You started this war.
That's the whole point of the Empire. The claim is that they bring law and order.
Put you down and restore the peace.
Oops, Sky Daddy's calling.
It's nothing. Carry on.
Yes, General Tullius. Give them their last rites.
As we commend your souls to Aetherius, blessings of the 8 divines upon
For the love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over.
learn our...
As you wish.
She's a priestess of Arcade. That's something else I never caught. That's fitting. Arcade, that's Arcade specifically.
My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperials. Can you say the same?
Multiple ways, both as Imperial Priestess and also that the dragons that relate to Arcade.
Death to the Stormcloaks!
As fearless in death as he was in life.
Next, the renegade from Cyrodiil.
So you guys are doing all this, skipping our trials, everything,
Did you hear that?
in order to get Ulfric executed as quickly as possible. But you don't do him first?
Prisoner. Nice and easy.
Can't possibly roll my eyes hard enough. And there is definitely not enough room for all of us in this box.
In oblivion is that?
Our heads will not fit.
What do you see?
It's in the clouds.
He's come to save us from our stupidity. Good man, Hadvar. Hadvar just kind of threw himself in front of me, so I think I'm going to side with Hadvar this time. Oh, hello. Bye. Rip. Yeah, it's also because last time I sided with Rayloff.
You need to get over here! Now! That boy, you're doing great. Toro! God! Everyone get back!
Good man, Hadvar.
Still alive, prisoner? Keep close to me if you want to stay that way. Gunnar, take care of the boy. I have to find General Tullius and join the defense.
God's guide you, Hadvar.
Stay close to the wall!
Whoa.
Quickly, follow me!
Into the keep, soldier! We're leaving!
It's you and me, prisoner.
To the Imperial's credit, they are taking care of the people. What a horrible scene. Yeah, he mostly ignores us, but
Damn traitor! Out of my way!
don't want to get fire breathed.
You're not stopping us this time.
Why? I hope that dragon takes you all to Sovereign Guard.
You, come on! Into the
With me, prisoner. Let's go!
You gonna give me any clues to what character you're making?
Looks like we're the only ones.
I don't know, should I?
Is that really a dragon? Bring us of the end times.
I think so.
We should keep
I
moving.
think it's only fair.
Let me see if I can get those bindings off.
You're gonna surprise me. I still can't.
Come on, you need your hands free. There
Thank you,
go.
Hadvar.
Take a look around. There should be plenty of gear to choose from.
Still can't hit
I'm going to see if I
F2.
can find something for these bones.
I won't say there's a problem until we're out of here yet, though.
You gotta get that armor on. Give that sword a few swings too. Let's keep moving. That thing is still out there.
Coins. This is gonna be a pure stamina run. Oh, I'm already Skyrim. Hello, friends. You look very angry. Cool. And Heifer got him. I am death.
Let me see if I can get that door open.
There's usually a Stormcloak officer around here. Perhaps not. That was a pity.
What was that? Freedom!
Light attacks, they block, and I can get through their block with their heavy attacks second.
Let's see. An old storeroom. See if you can find some potions.
Two-hand is a lot of fun. Whole barrel full of potions.
Done then. This way. The torture room. Gods, I wish we didn't need these. Hear that? Come on.
Character's done. I'm on my way.
Nice. These Stormcloaks didn't stand a chance in here.
You fellows happened along just in time. These boys seemed a bit upset at how I've been entertaining their comrades.
Don't you even know what's going on? Dragon is attacking Helgen.
A dragon. Please, don't make up nonsense.
You know, Sentry's not supposed to be giving you help. This is unfair. I have no one in my chat.
Well,
yes, Hales, if you could do that for me, I'd appreciate it.
What is she doing?
She asked me if I wanted to set the stream up together.
Oh, we should do that.
Yep. I asked her to, because she's a great mod.
Didn't you hear me? I said the keep is under attack.
Bum 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 bum.
It's the old man. I'll go with you.
Sure, take all my things.
Grab what you can and let's go.
That's why you're a great mod, Hales.
Where in Oblivion are we supposed to go? Where's the way out?
Please don't chop my head off. Please, I didn't do it.
Come on, half hard, get in there. Oh.
I out this game is capped at 60 frames. You have a 120 hertz fucking monitor. Oh, apparently Oblivion Remake is coming to do it.
Oh, heck yeah. That's what
Apparently it might be announced in a few weeks. They've redone a lot of like the combat and all that. They've redone a lot of it.
Heck yeah.
It's still like stats and all that.
That's perfect. That's exactly what we need. We just really just need graphic updates.
Yeah, that's literally all it is.
That's exactly what I want. I want nothing changed but Oblivion, just better graphics.
I need to change my keybinds.
Oblivion needs no other updates.
Oblivion should be like the only game that, you know, needs it. How do I run? How do I run? How do I run? What? No, what the fuck? Why is Shift Alt?
Let's see where this goes.
Okay, that should fix it.
Sky
Yeah.
Oblivion?
Oh, that's coming out too still.
Don't know what that is.
It's a fan-made remake of Oblivion. The only thing that gets me with Skyrim is the FOV is like permanently set to shit.
FOB?
Yeah, it's like set low as fuck. Man, you're already fighting a spider?
Yes, sir.
That's crazy. Take these off, Hadvar. Take these off! I have to catch up! Take these fucking off. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Take these off. Plenty of
I can take my time with this bear.
Bum bum bum. Bum. Bum bum. Yeah, fucking. Let's go. Pull the chain. Let's go.
Oh no! Oh. I do. Wait, run, 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 run. Bear.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You ain't got shit. You ain't got shit.
Where is it? There it is.
Yeah, that's what I thought. My stamina is low. Yeah, what you guys got? What you guys got? Nothing. Can Sentry hear me on your thing?
Yes, he can.
Sentry apparently might be coming out next month.
Looks like he's gone for good this time. But I don't think we should stick around to see if he comes back. The closest town from here is Riverwood. My uncle's the blacksmith there. I'm sure he'd help you out. It's probably best if we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today.
Not working. Maybe the cave section hasn't counted as completed yet? That's what it said, that we passed the cave section. You have to make it all the way there. You'll be able to play when you get back though, Sentry. Go back here, you dirty fox. I need your pelt for money. Oops. Spin attack. Let's utterly destroy my sheaths by sheathing these bloody swords. Riverwood now. Not like. While I wait for Todd.
Hey, watch it.
Let's go to war on Whiterun. Advar, fight me! Oh wait, is he on my side? No way! If you kill a chicken this early, Hadvar's on your side. Even against his father. The guards are the real opponents. Oh, and Hadvar can kill... I think Hadvar can kill some of these guys because he's an essential NPC too.
I swear, guy, you better not be getting gold without me.
I'm just observing. For science, can Faendal die? Faendal can die? They can all die. Oh, we're so killing everyone. Sentry, remember what we were talking about at the beginning? It's already happened.
Better this one than me.
I have to kill the dog too? That's so sad.
Did you enable survival mode?
No.
Alright, well, I'm out. I'm ready to go.
Alright,
How do we do this?
You gotta get through Whiterun, I think.
No, it's after Helgen you can do it.
I mean, you have to get to Riverwood, I think. Or do you have access to it?
I don't even know how to open it.
F2.
F2 ain't doing shit.
That's what I'm saying. I'm wondering if I have to talk to Alvar first.
Ain't every day we get Hadvar. How do you know him? I'd be glad to help a friend of Hadvar, but you didn't answer my question. How do you know him?
I can't believe you went around.
That explains what I saw earlier. Flying down the valley from the south. I was hoping a dragon here in Skyrim. The Jarl needs to know if there's a... We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers he can. If you'll do that, like I said, I'm glad to help in any way I can. Help yourself to whatever you need, within reason.
No, still not doing anything.
Uncle Halvor, hello. Hadvar? Thank Talos. Your friend told me about Helge. Come on inside. Sigrid will get you something to eat.
We're gonna have to figure this
Then
out.
tell us what happened.
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
What? What is it now, Mother?
It was as big as the mountain and black as night. It flew right over the barrel.
Dragons now, is it? Please, Mother. If you keep on like this, everyone in town will think you're crazy. And I've got better things to do than
Press
listen to more of your
F2 or right control.
Did I see you talking to Sven? Maybe not.
Can't do anything either.
Never mind. But I would stay away from him if I were you.
Let's see what my controls say here. No. Okay. Nothing there.
I'm looking on Nexus mods.
Oh, apparently there's a Skyrim Together thing. Hang on.
New to Riverwood? If you're looking for work, go see Hod at the mill.
Oh my god. There's a literal multiplayer mod for it.
For what?
Hang on, let me see if this does it.
So, one way of doing this is me trusting you with my computer IP address.
Oh boy. Let me load this up and see what happens.
That's how localhost works.
Hang on. Alright, let's see what happens. Yeah, so
What are your thoughts?
It depends on how you want to do this.
I don't know if there's really a way we can do it right now, time-wise. Like, it would take a while. There's a little bit of built-in understanding. But we could always do the same challenge, just in 2 different worlds.
Well, that's just boring. Hang on. Let me try something.
Sure, have mercy on you. You can't beat me.
So I started a server from my IP address, I'm assuming.
Okay.
Hang on. Now let's see how I do this.
Show me what you got. No more.
So, do I have to give you my IP address for this then? So basically, inside of your Skyrim files, you need to go into the data file, and then it's going to say Skyrim Together Reborn, and then you launch the game that way. And then it'll make you select your Skyrim application, and it'll still have all your saves and stuff.
Okay, then how do you join the server?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
And is that different than, like, I started mine through Vortex instead of just, like, clicking on the...
It doesn't matter.
Okay, so I should be good then.
Should be.
Uh-oh. Might be... Oh, Vor, I mean. What? I want all of your stuff. Oh, man! Hello.
What difficulty do you want this to be on?
Just normal.
Just what is that? You want adept or expert?
Adept.
Okay.
Anyone else
I
here
heard
to
Luke
challenge
and
me?
Yon the other day about a thief breaking into a store.
I'm in position 1 of the queue for the sewer thing, so probably my dryer hails. That's a loud little fucking dryer, to be honest. It's my AI dryer that you call fancy.
Hmm.
Oh, the basis of the challenge is to see who can hold the most houses in each hold, and we only get one. She told me AI dryers are
Who
overrated.
can hold the most houses overall? by the end of an allotted amount of time.
Okay. So have you launched?
Alvar and I, we got a
Hang on.
daughter, little Dorothy. Never should
Have you
come
launched
here.
the game yet via the play together?
I launched it via Vortex, so I think so, yeah.
Well, you can't launch it through Vortex.
You can't? Oh, okay.
No. So go ahead, quick save your game.
Oh, one moment. Hold on, I just want to finish killing Hadvar.
That you can't kill Hadvar. What are you doing?
I can, though, because I'm playing a modded version of the game.
What kind of mods you got?
I thought I was playing Skyrim Together Reborn.
Well, we're not on it yet.
I'm not half far. Only one of us makes it out of here alive.
This is crazy.
Almost done, almost done. Don't shoot it. Oh. I
You
like
pulled an
this
Obi-Wan.
more.
You pulled an Obi-Wan right there.
The Monopoly Man has no mercy.
Monopoly Man's getting his ass handed to him.
Hadvar is indeed unkillable in this, but the other ones weren't. Alright. A quick
would
save,
not
so you want me
save.
to leave all the way?
Yeah, leave all the way.
And then go where?
Okay. So leave and go to your Steam files where your games are and stuff. And then go to Skyrim.
Said then done.
What do you mean easier said than done? Just
I
go
don't
to
know
your
where my
files.
I don't know where my Skyrim files are.
How many how many hard drives do you have? Or SSDs or whatever.
Oh, and I found my Steam.
Okay, good. Good.
Is it in Steam apps or Steam?
Steam apps. And then hit common. And then Skyrim Special Edition.
Alright, I'm there.
And then go to your data file folder. And then Skyrim Together Reborn folder.
There.
And then you should see Skyrim Together application. You might have to scroll down a little.
Is it just called? Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Then you'll launch it. It's going to pop up another window, and you're going to want to select the Skyrim Special Edition application.
Wait, what was that?
It should pop up another window, and it should let you select the Skyrim application.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Select that, and then open Skyrim Together.
Did.
Okay. Now it should just load up Skyrim, and you can hit continue.
Oh, there we go. It's working now.
Now it's going to say you have some mods installed, which is normal because we do have a mod installed. I am going to. I fucked up. All right, hang on.
Hello.
Did I fuck up?
What are you doing?
No, I did not fuck up.
Are you on leave from shores, bones? What happened to you, boy?
Shh, Uncle, please. Keep your voice down. I'm fine, but we should go inside to talk.
Oh, but I accidentally left your stream.
Day we get visitors in Riverwood.
He's a friend. Saved my life, in fact. Come on, I'll explain everything, but we need to go inside.
Okay, hang on.
Sigrid, we have company. Whatever you need. Buy Ysmir if it's simple and strong. I can forge it.
Okay.
Until next time.
We've been so worried about
Alright,
you.
I'm gonna
You two must be hungry. Sit down
gonna
and I'll
send
get you
this to
something
you
to
and
eat.
DM you, okay?
So this to me where?
In Discord.
Oh, okay.
So that's what you're gonna use for that.
You are far more tech savvy than I am, my friend.
What's the big mystery? What are you doing here looking
Yeah.
like you lost an argument with
Alright, is there a password or no?
I don't know where to start.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
We will stop in Helgen. We will attacked.
Successfully connected.
A dragon? That's ridiculous. You aren't drunk, are you, boy?
Husband.
Alright, so I should be here. And if you're the host...
Yeah.
Did you side with Rayloff or Hadvar?
What?
Hadvar.
Okay, so you probably gotta talk to this guy instead of me.
Yeah.
May the
Except
gods
for I don't
watch
see you on the
Of
map.
course. Take what you need.
I guess I'm gonna meet you in
There's something you could do for me. For all of us here. You looking for a new blade?
Are you in Riverwood right now?
Yep. See, I can't even get the quest from him to tell the Jarl.
Nobody believes me when I tell you I saw a dragon.
Right.
This is so exciting. Been waiting for a moment like this my entire life.
Let's just hope we can find each other then.
Got away.
What?
An elk.
Oh.
Are you at the stones yet?
Oh yeah, I've been. Actually, I don't think I grabbed my stone. That's okay. I'll go back here in a moment. Just gotta make sure I can find you.
I'm at the stones.
Oh, you're at the stones?
Yep.
My game's crashed.
I see you. Oh no, wait.
Listen, you should go to Solitude.
There's a
and join
second
up with the
Hadvar
Imperial
here.
Legion. We could really use someone. like you.
This is second Asmar?
I feel like that dragon.
There's a Hadvar. Are you at the stones?
I crashed.
Crashed. Is this problematic? Because I am still on your server.
I mean, the server's up. There's a website that lets you do it. That the creator of this made, and you can just have your own server up.
Okay.
Let me rejoin.
I wet my blade. Who is Kylie?
Me.
Okay. Why are you Kylie?
I want to be.
Where are you at then?
I'm about to be at the Stones. Oh shit, you're getting fucked up, it looks like.
Me?
Yeah. Your health bar appeared on my screen.
Oh, I was fighting someone. There you are!
Hey!
Woo! Hello, Kylie.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome. What is the reasoning behind the name Kylie?
I just like you, okay?
Got you. Well, it is every man's game now. Oh, wait. Did I just
What?
crash?
I think you did.
My turn. Hey, progress. Yep. I'm gonna do a task
Yeah, your game
manager.
definitely crashed. More like froze. Are you even up here? No, you just disappeared.
That makes sense.
I mean, what mods do I have installed? That might be an issue. That might be why it's like you got mods installed. Because you have fishing, rare curios, or whatever, saints and seducers, and survival mode. I think when we first loaded it up, it said you couldn't have any mods. So I think it's counting creation club stuff as mods.
Yes, it does.
So, how do I?
New problem. Task manager can't end the task.
That's crazy.
It's stronger than task manager.
It's a strong game. So how do I? Oh, disable. Fuck.
Oh, the mouse is now
Disable.
gone.
Oh boy.
Well, at least Discord
How
is still
do
working.
I? How do I Man. Is there a way I can like disable Creation Club or something?
You should, like, in the main menu, you should be able to disable your Creation Club items.
It doesn't let me.
I might have to totally restart my PC.
Oh my.
Wait.
Hang on.
Because I don't have a mouse anymore. Wait, what is the thing? Alt F4?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I'll give it a minute, and then I'll just have to totally restart my PC. Got a Steam invite from someone. Oh, it's tough inviting me to repo.
Oh. Maybe we can always try this a different day with it being like this.
No matter sun or rain, computer working or not, Tough can still invite me to repo.
That's crazy.
I can't respond, but I can receive the invite. Oh my god. Alright, I vote we try this a different day. I'm kind of tired and want to go to bed.
No, you're good. At least
we know it works.
At least we know it works. At least we know it works.
We will do the Monopoly Man challenge another day. Absolutely. Probably next Thursday.
Okay.
Alrighty, guys. I can't go off to my normal side screen. I can't even hang up with Todd. I'm just going to turn my PC off here and hope it ends stream in a moment.
Have a good night.
As always, God bless, Godspeed, and good night.
You know what, Hills? Fuck you.
Thank you, Hales.
That's crazy, Hales.